Hey, what's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video, and today we'll be talking about the next DLC, because by now, you know, Gunrunning's been out for quite some time. We are still receiving the unreleased vehicles. I believe there are 4 left, and honestly, I'm really excited for all 4 of them. They look really amazing, and I can't wait for them to actually come out into the game, but you know, most people were probably wondering what's next, you know, what will be coming next. Well, I think finally today, or earlier today, we got some information about that. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully you guys do like this video. Now, before we actually hop in, I'm doing a shark card giveaway. So if you guys want a chance to win some free money, then go follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description, and retweet the tweet. It's super simple. I'm picking the winner today, so go enter if you haven't already. Now, this is actually coming from the GTA forums. So one of the guys over there, I guess he's sort of like a Yan in the fact that he knows some people at Rockstar, and he has somewhat predicted some sort of leaks, you know, in the past, or some sort of DLCs in the past. So he does sort of have somewhat of a reputable reputation. What he actually said in one of the forums was the leaks about the next DLC are in plain sight. That's what he was referring to. And then he posted a number which went back to a post that he had a few months ago. And what that post was this. It's before the Gunrunning came out. I believe at this time we just know a little bit. There weren't too many leaks. And he had this picture of this game called Smuggler's Run. And if we just take a look and we read some of the stuff on the back, it says deliver at all costs. Drive, evade, and explore anywhere across 3 vast levels: Rocky Mountain Forest and arid desert and icy tundra. Rival gangs will attempt to steal your stash as you move high-value contraband across international borders. And then the bottom one, as a member of a gang of international smugglers, it's your job to evade the U.S. Border Patrol, CIA, and cutthroat rivals to deliver illegal cargo. It'll take complete mastery of your off-road vehicle to make it across unforgiving terrain and stay one step ahead and make the drop. And obviously, Rockstar made this game. So what he's saying is that the next DLC is going to be something along those lines. Now you might be thinking, well, isn't that what we just had in Gunrunning? But here's the thing, and I've definitely talked about this before, but a Gunrunning Part 2 could be somewhat completely different than the Gunrunning Part 1. I mean, yeah, it would be similar in the fact that you're running guns or you're smuggling guns or something, and it would probably be, you know, somewhat similar cars and somewhat similar personal vehicles that they add that are crazy OP and crazy good, like the Oppressor, the APC tank, and the Tampa. But the gameplay would be different. Now, what I'm talking about and how this could work, and I think, honestly, you know, this makes the most sense for the next DLC, just because all of the pieces are already in the game. If they were to do a Gunrunning Part 2, and instead of selling guns, we are smuggling them, that would work just like the Import-Export DLC works. So instead of going out, getting the supplies, bringing them back, letting the people, you know, your workers, I guess, letting them manufacture the goods, instead of doing all of that, all you're doing, theoretically, in this DLC, this upcoming DLC, would be going out and stealing the guns, not the supplies, bringing them back to maybe your bunker or to somewhere else, and then you sell those guns. Like, you have to pack the guns on a car or something, or a boat or an off-road vehicle, and you take them somewhere where the game freaking wants you to take them, you know what I mean? And that way, it wouldn't be passive income. It would be the exact same system as the gun or as the import-export, because you can get the car or you can get the guns, and then immediately you could sell them if you want. I'm sure there'll be like certain groups that you can sell for more, just like they did with the import-export, but I believe that just makes the most sense because all of those items are already in the game. Now, since this is a rumor or a possible leak, obviously there's a lot of speculation going on with it, and some things that I saw that were really cool sounding, at least to me. So instead of maybe having bunkers in this Smuggler's, you know, Gunrunning DLC Part 2, Rockstar could add boat yards, which would be somewhat like the bunkers in that it's just a prop that they add onto the map, but they add it obviously along the coast or along the lake, and you could bring your boats to them to customize. And in addition to the boats we already have in the game, they could add a bunch of new boats, you know, kind of like this one, like kind of, you know, the boats you would see people smuggling cocaine and stuff, you know, if you ever see them on the news, you know, kind of high-end, really fast boats that would work in a Smuggler's DLC. This could also appeal to the off-road DLC people. I mean, as you saw on the back of that, the Smuggler's Run game, it talked about off-road vehicles. So I know the off-roading DLC is something that a lot of people have been wanting for, you know, a while. So they could totally sneak some stuff into this DLC to appeal to those guys. And I think that'd be kind of cool. So if you had like the boat stuff, if you have the off-road stuff, and maybe even the air stuff, that would be a nice complement to Gunrunning 1, which was mainly just vehicle stuff, because apart from the Oppressor, all the other vehicles were vehicles on the ground. They're not aircraft or boats or even off-road stuff. I mean, one thing I've been wanting for a while is the hoverboat from San Andreas, and that would be a perfect DLC for them to add it in. They can make it a ton of money. They can make you buy a boatyard if you want all these new vehicles, or buy whatever the new thing would be, because I'm sure they would have some sort of new property you could own. And maybe there's like a tier system where, you know, you could go on land and sell these things, but it's a lot harder. You can go on air, but it costs more or whatever. And you go on boat, and it's better because you have better weapons. I don't know, you know, they could obviously do a lot of things, but I believe this is going to be the next DLC. I mean, look, maybe we're all wrong. I mean, maybe the guy who, I guess, leaked this, I don't really know if you would call it a leak, but maybe he's just making this all up. You know, maybe he doesn't know anything. I don't know. Again, this is all just speculation, but to me, a Gunrunning Part 2 does make the most sense, just going off of Rockstar's track record of them reusing old things, I don't want to say not working as hard, you know, to make new original content. But if a lot of people, you know, since the GTA 6 rumors came out, if a lot of their development team or whatever are working on GTA 6 and there's only a few people working on GTA Online, it makes sense for them to reuse some old stuff instead of starting from scratch and making new items and new features and new gameplay mechanics, because obviously they probably don't have the manpower to do that. And again, to me, I would really like a Gunrunning Part 2, because the main issue I had with the Gunrunning Part 1 is the fact that the missions, or the weight, was horrible. I really don't like the passive income. I mean, it's nice to have, I guess, but it doesn't really make for exciting gameplay. Like the Import-Export DLC makes for some awesome gameplay, because you're driving fast cars and you have people coming after you and stuff, and that's really cool. And if they just did that, but replaced the fast cars with guns, or just anything, I guess, to smuggle, I would really like that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you believe this guy? Again, I know maybe some of you guys might not know who he is, but he is somewhat of a reputable guy. You know, he has leaked a few things in the past, and I believe he knows some people at Rockstar, so maybe he knows something that we don't, and that's why he is sort of teasing this DLC. But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.